That's what happened. Now I've been working in LA under the sunny sunshine. My parents decided to sell their house in New York and move to LA with me. My company has arranged housing for them, and we are living there temporarily. The other day, Eric and his mom visited my parents' old house in New York. They wanted me to pay back the compensation because they could no longer live on their debts. They destroyed the yard and broke a window to get inside, and someone called the police. The property owner charged them a lot of money. They ended up increasing the amount of money they had to pay. Now they are both cut off from all relatives and working hard to pay off their debts.
Sophia, did you moved out of the house while you were gone. I moved into his new house as well. You didn't want to move in with me, but the new girl was more than happy to live with me. I see. Now I get it. Yes, that's right. I don't need a parasite like you who depends on Kyle's money. Instead, a young, pretty, and capable bride is coming with my future grandchild. Get out of here, you useless parasite. I understand. I'm fine with that. I'll leave. I'll file for divorce immediately. Thank you for all you've done for me. Really, this whole time we've spent together with you, Kyle and I have wasted our precious time and money. I'd like you to pay me back if possible, but I'm not that evil, so I forgive you. It's a mercy for you, who's going to be a miserable poor person from now on. So don't ever come see us again, okay? We don't know you anymore. Get lost. Hey, Sophia! Pick up! Oh, hello, Tracy. Can I help you? I'm actually pretty busy, you know. You? How much trouble do you want to cause us? You stole Kyle's money. Give it back, you thief! Don't you forget how much you owe Kyle, you ungrateful bastard! Excuse me? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I went to the bank to withdraw some money, and the balance was almost zero. You're the one who stole it. That's a false accusation. Kyle and I had completely separate bank accounts, and I don't know the PIN number of Kyle's bank account. You liar! As soon as I told the girl we didn't have any money, she left us. She said she didn't think we were so poor or something like that. Who's the girl? Oh, Kyle's new girl? At the end, she said that the baby wasn't actually Kyle's. I can't believe it. That slut cheated on us. Wow, what a story. What's more, Kyle had other girlfriends in the past who were married or engaged at that time, and their partners suddenly accused Kyle for messing around with their partners. And they're demanding compensation. Ah, that's terrible. I spent all my money on moving, so I don't have any money either. I'm going bankrupt like this. I want my stolen money back now. I can sue you if that's what you want. I'm telling you, I didn't steal it. You can't steal money from an account that has a zero balance to begin with. What? What do you mean by that? Huh? Don't you get it? He drank alcohol every day, spent tens of thousands of dollars on gambling. And he also spends a lot of money on all kinds of girls. Do you think he'll have any money left over? He doesn't even earn more than $1,500 a month. Really? That's a lie. There's no way Kyle's salary is that low. What? You didn't know? Have you never seen his pay stub? No, but if that's the case, then how have you been making a living? You can't even pay the rent for your house with that kind of pay. How did he make a living with a full-time housewife? Where did the money come from? From my income. What? Well, technically, I wasn't a full-time housewife. I was working at home to earn money. What? The company I resigned from when I got married. Actually, I pretended to have resigned and kept working. The company didn't want me to quit, so they asked me to continue working. I was working remotely during the day when Kyle wasn't around. That's why we were able to live without Kyle's money. Hey! Why didn't you tell me that? How can I tell you? You don't know why I decided to leave the company? It's because your son caused me so much trouble. He made prank phone calls to the company and left rude comments on our website. He stormed directly into the company, tried to riot, and tried to hurt the receptionist. He did all that just because he wanted me to quit. And he did it because he didn't like that I made more money than him. No, that's a lie. Kyle said you quit on your own. He said you quit without consulting him and became a full-time housewife. Ah, so that's why. That's why you were so hard on me. That makes sense. Well, we were both cheated by that scumbag, weren't we? For 2 years. That's funny, isn't it? Well, it must have been bad parenting to raise a man like that. I'd like to see his parents' faces. Oh, you can look into a mirror, Tracy. I can't believe Kyle was lying. Oh my. Well, that's why you don't have to worry about me. I make at least 4 times as much as that guy, and my new house is comfortable, especially without that nasty money-eating insect in sight. And I don't have to deal with an outdated crazy woman as well. It's nice to be able to do my job with dignity. It makes me feel like a fool for having to hide working for a man like that. Why didn't I get divorced earlier in the first place? I guess my brain was frozen at that time. I regret the wasteful thing I did. Well, that's all right. It's over now. Well then, I'll be fine. Farewell, Tracy. Wait a second. If that's the case, fine. You can come back. I'll let you and Kyle get back together. What? Did you hear what I said? Are you deaf or something? Who would get back together with that guy? That alcoholic, gambler, moneyless, brainless man with a brain in his lower half. It was you who kicked me out in the first place. And now you say I'll let you get back together with him? Who do you think you are? Because we are in a difficult situation right now. We don't have a new wife or a grandchild, and we're charged money. I have no money. I don't even have enough money to buy food for today, and Kyle is depressed. So what? You think I would help you? Kyle and I are divorced and we're complete strangers. I know that. But you know, we were once a family. Don't you think you want to help us out of the goodness of your heart? You want me to support my ex-husband, who cheated on me, and my ex-mother-in-law, who tolerated it? Please put an end to your nonsense. If I was that good-hearted, I'd be showcased in a museum. I will never help ungrateful people like you. I refuse to help. I don't want to have anything to do with you people ever again. No, wait! I'm in real trouble. Help me! Please help me! I can apologize for whatever I did in the past. Kyle and I will both apologize sincerely. Help! Your apology is worth nothing to me, you know. Even if you apologize, my precious time and money won't come back. I do want to charge you the money I spent. But I don't feel like tormenting already poor people, so that's fine. You guys should blame your own stupidity. Well then, take care. After texting with Tracy, Kyle called me as well. He was constantly whining and bothering me, so I blocked his call. Those people kicked me out, and only 3 days later, they depend on me for help. I can't help but laugh at how fast they've fallen from grace. Actually, I was the one who contacted the partners of Kyle's old girlfriends. That's how I put Kyle in a tight spot. Later, it seems that Tracy borrowed money from a loan shark and paid the compensation. Kyle's gambling addiction and womanizing never went away, and they live hand to mouth. Finally, he tried to flee at night to escape from debt collectors. But he was easily caught and taken away by scary people. He's a really stupid guy who don't repent until the end. As for me, I have settled down in my new residence, stopped working remotely, and returned to office to work. I am working hard just for myself. On my days off, I like to hang out with friends and go on short trips. I want to enjoy myself to the fullest after 2 years of putting up with so much.
Hi, Caitlin. It's been a while. How have you been? Oh, Marina, long time no see. How are you doing? Actually, I need to talk to you about something. Do you have time now? I'm okay, but what's the matter? Guess what? I'm pregnant. Oh, really? Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. I told my mom earlier, but you were working and weren't there. I thought I'd text you instead. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. It's okay. It was a little awkward to tell in person. What? Why? Because you and Jade have been married for 5 years, right? And you still don't have children. I was worried that you might be infertile. So, if you heard that I'm pregnant, I thought you might feel bad. Not at all. We just haven't thought about having children yet. It's not something you need to worry about, so it's okay. Oh, okay. I thought there was something wrong. I was worried about you. I'm busy with work. It's not easy. Oh, well, but Jade said Caitlin is always working. I should be the first one to give our parents a grandchild as the oldest brother, you know. Oh, did he say so? Well, I can't understand that feeling. It's good to earn money, but if you work too much, you'll lose your attractiveness as a woman. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I'll be careful. My mother and brother, they're so happy that we're having a baby. I have nothing to do even if I stay home alone, so I'll come over again sometimes. Let's chat again. Of course. Okay, be careful when you come. I will. I'll see you again. See you later. Caitlin, can you get some fries on the way home? From McDonald's. Yeah, sure. That's fine, but are you coming over today too? Yes, I am. My husband said he's going to be late due to work, so I thought I'd stay here tonight. Oh, I see. I don't know what came over me, but I've been craving for fries a lot since I got pregnant. I wonder if that's a sign that I'm pregnant. I guess so. There seems to be a lot of people who want fries in their pregnancy. How do you know that, Caitlin? You've never been pregnant. Since you got pregnant, you started coming here often, right? I did some research what you might want to eat and what you shouldn't. Really? That's so sweet. I thought you were looking into it just in case you got pregnant. It's not like that. Just in case, to be sure. I want fries and strawberries. I guess it depends on the person. Jade went to buy some for my lunch today, but I want to eat them again. What? Jade, was he home today? Yes, he was. Yesterday, I told him I was coming over, so he said he'd give me a ride. He took a day off from work. Oh, really? My big brother. He's so overprotective. Mom took advantage of it. She's really worried about me too. Well, good to hear that. My mother-in-law doesn't worry about me much. I mean, she's rather nagging. And my husband is never home from work. So I'd rather stay here. Well, it's your parents' house. It's cozy, right? I want to have a baby here. My mom and brother are also here. Oh, and it would be good for you too, Caitlin. What? For me? Because you might get pregnant in the future, right? So, if my baby is at home, you can practice for when your own child is born. I can't practice with someone else's child. It would help me too, and everyone can see my baby. Isn't that killing 2 birds with 1 stone? Maybe not 2 birds, but 3. Are you really going to have the baby back home? Probably. I haven't decided yet. But I think it's going to be difficult at this house. we have a lot of stuff. Your room hasn't changed, but it's not an environment good to raise a child, right? Well, we'll discuss about it. I'm sure Jade and the others will agree with me. Well, I'll have a little talk with my mom. Oh, and don't forget my fries. Hey, about yesterday, are you really going to accept Marina's home birth?
Oh, yeah. It's okay, right? It's her family house. Is there a problem?
Well, yeah, but where is she going to raise a child in this house? There's no room to sleep in.
Marina said she'd take care of that herself. I'm sure she'll be fine.
You know, if she's going to raise a child in this house, we won't be able to live like we used to.
What? Why not?
A baby would cry at night. The fact of having 2 more people means that the burden of house chores will also increase.
That's your job. I think it'll be good to have her and the baby here. Having kids at home will definitely be comforting. We don't have kids, so you can take care of Marina's kids. I'm also looking forward to having a niece or nephew.
That's not the point.
Then, will you have our baby, Caitlin?
We're not in a situation where we can do that, right? If we had a baby now, we'd go bankrupt.
Yeah, okay. I won't talk about money.
You're always avoiding things you don't want to talk about. That's what you did yesterday. You didn't even listen to me. And you 3 were talking about Marina coming back here. Are you thinking about our life here as well?
It doesn't matter. It's our house.
You don't have to put it that way.
It's mine and Marina's family house. It's under Mom's name. Technically, it's our house.
Yeah, that's what you mean. Right. It's not my house.
Hey, don't be salty. Marina wants to come home. You can't say no to that. Mom and I'd be happy too.
Who's going to clean the house? What about Marina's meals?
Well, that'll be your job. You are the one doing the housework.
And you won't listen to my opinion?
What do you mean? Marina wants to come back home. You want me to refuse her request?
I'm telling you to think about a better environment for raising a child. Do you really think it's good for the sake of Marina and her baby?
Of course I do. What the hell? Just because you make more money than me, you're acting like a big jerk. Whose house do you think you're living in? It's my house, so I decide.
Oh yeah, you're going to say things like that. I see.
What the?
No, nothing. You can do whatever you want from now on. Well then, bye.
Huh? Hey, wait. What do you mean? Caitlin?
Caitlin, did you get my packages? Please bring it into your room. What? Wait a minute. Why did you send some packages? We talked about it the other day. Did you forget? I'm going back home. No, I remember that. But you're still like 5 months pregnant, right? Isn't it okay even if I'm 5 months pregnant? I don't have a job and there's nothing to do at home. Besides, my mother-in-law comes over often and she's so annoying. Isn't that because she's worried about you? It's nice that she worries about me, but she's always nagging me. It's really stressful to have her come over so often. I think it's bad for the baby. So, I thought it would be better for me to come over early, meaning as shelter as well. But which room are you going to live in? Oh, come on. Your room, of course. What? My mom and brother. They both said it'll be fine. Huh? Then where shall I be? Caitlin, you are working, so I'm guessing you have some money. Until about 3 months after the birth, rent somewhere else or go back to your parents' house. That's what I was thinking. No, wait. That's too sudden. There's no way I can wait. The package has already arrived. This is already decided. There's no way I can suddenly rent a house. Even if I go back to my parents' house in the first place, it takes 2 hours from here. There's no way I can go home, right? So? That's none of my business. I've already decided. Oh, yeah. You all decided together. Yes, we did. It was a family decision. I'm going to have the baby back home, so you have to leave. Yeah, okay. Then, with pleasure. Huh? Why are you happy to be kicked out of where you live? It creeps me out. If you're going to leave, don't come back for 6 months. I'll be living here. Yeah, okay. I'm not coming back to this house for the rest of my life. Don't worry. Huh? What does that mean? Hey, wait! Answer me! Hey, what's going on? All the electricity and water in this house has stopped. Caitlin, you must have done something. I can't believe it. Huh? I didn't do anything in particular. That can't be possible. Both my brother and mom say they don't know what's going on. It can only be because of you. Whoa, neither of them have told you anything yet. They haven't told me what? I've been paying all the rent and utilities for the house. I just got behind on the payments, so the supply was cut off. It's that simple, right? What? What's that? What do you mean? I don't live in the house. I don't have to pay for it. There's no one who can pay it in the first place. What? Jane didn't say anything. Of course he didn't. Quitting his job and have his wife to support him? What? Jade quit his job? Yeah, about 6 months ago, I think. He quit his job on his own without consulting me or anything. He was working as a temp at first, but he didn't like that I was making so much money. He tended to take days off often. He's been home for the past 2 months. You can't be serious. Every time you came home, he was home too. Didn't you ever wonder why? I thought he was just taking days off of work every time. Of course not. Your thoughts are so optimistic. Your mother and Jade, why they were able to live in that house without any inconvenience. It was all thanks to me. Wait a minute. But there's no way the electricity would have been cut off so soon. Oh, well, yeah. That's because I stopped it. What? What have you done? Because paying the electricity bill for a house I don't live in, that's ridiculous, right? I'm the one paying it. It was in my name. I canceled it. But we live here. So? So? Your own husband and mother-in-law live there. How could you do that? He's not my husband anymore. That bum. Huh? What are you saying? A while after he quit his job, he got angry You want me to pay for your living expenses, right? No, that's not what I mean. Then what does it mean? I got in the way of you, right? Once you got pregnant, you started nagging me. You did whatever you please whenever you came back. No, I think I told you before. It's not that I couldn't have children. I didn't. If you look at the environment, you can see why, right? A husband who doesn't work. A mother-in-law who doesn't do housework. You don't want to have a child under those circumstances. A child will be unhappy, don't you think? Hey, how can you come back? They'll take me back home if you don't do anything. Wouldn't it be better for the baby if you went home? You'll be able to make a living. Well, your husband seems pretty angry, though. What? You're bothering people. If you went back home without permission, of course he'd be angry. You have a child of his in your belly, and you're in an environment where your life is in jeopardy. He wouldn't be happy about it. Wait a minute. Hey, please come back. Then I can have my baby here. No, did you hear what I said? We're divorced, and that house is not mine. Why don't you get your favorite brother to work and pay for it? Well, I don't know how many days it would take. Maybe he could get a day job or something and make ends meet for now. Hey, I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's all too late, isn't it? Can you tell them that thank you for everything you've done for me? Oh my God! Are you serious? Wait, please come back! In the beginning, I received many apologies from my mother-in-law and ex-husband, saying, I want you to come back. I'm sorry. However, after a while, they changed their attitude. They texted me things like, come back immediately, or pay the money. When I replied, if you persist any longer, I will consult the police. They stopped contacting me. In the end, I heard they couldn't pay the rent. My mother-in-law's brother allowed them to stay at his house for a while, but it's only for a month, so they are desperately looking for a job. Marina was picked up by her husband right away. Marina's parents-in-law, who had been living separately within a short distance, decided to live together until 3 months after the birth. I moved to a place near my office, and I'm finally free from everything. I am finally living a fulfilled life. Missed call. Layla, pick up your phone. I really need to ask you something. Hi. Didn't I ask you not to call me? Don't be silly. Since you started working, you haven't come home at all. You don't even text me. Why have you been ignoring me? I didn't have anything to talk about. It's fun to talk with my friends, but not with you. Don't be so sassy. Anyway, what's up? Tell me what you want quickly. Let me get straight to the point here. Are you getting married? Oh, where did you hear that? I heard it from your old classmate Judy's mom. I ran into her at the supermarket the other day, and she said, I heard Layla is getting married. Congratulations. It was absolutely shocking, sweetie. I was trying to keep it a secret. Damn it. Did you really not want me to find out? I'm your mother. It's ridiculous you didn't want your own mother to know that you are getting married. It's none of your business. I'm the one getting married. Who I tell is totally up to me. Why do I have to tell you when I don't want to? What's wrong with you? Why are you treating me like this? Don't you think it's a little bit odd that the parents don't know when their own child is getting married? Just to let you know, Dad knows all about it. No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I texted him on the day my fiancé and I set the wedding date, and I asked him not to tell you.
Why? Why wouldn't your father tell me any of this?
I just told you. I asked him not to tell you because I don't want you to come to the wedding. You're not invited.
Why is that? How come you don't want your own mother showing up?
Don't give me this your own mother crap again. You're so annoying. I get to decide if you're my mother or not. Since I don't consider you my mother, you don't get invited. That's all there is to it. At this moment, I'm fine only having Dad there.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, that's it. I don't want any gifts from you. I'd rather you not even think about my big day. See ya.
Layla, wait. Missed call. Layla? A few days later. Layla, can we talk about your wedding, please?
Now what? Didn't I tell you not to get involved? What part of our conversation didn't you get?
I've been thinking about it a lot since then. I know you don't love me, but I love you. You're my daughter. This is all so upsetting, not being invited to your wedding.
So what? Are you asking me to invite you?
Yes. I want to be there as a mother, to spend the happy occasion with you and meet your husband and his parents too.
You don't need to do that. First of all, you and Dad don't get along. Even Dad can't stand hanging out with you.
Unfortunately, that's true. But for your big day, at least we can pretend to be a nice couple. We won't embarrass you, I promise.
You say that, but Dad said you don't have to invite Mom if you don't want to.
What? He said that?
Yeah, and I said okay. I'd much rather have Dad there than you anyway. You've always been more like a housekeeper than a mother to me.
Housekeeper? I am your mother. How can you say that?
I'm not looking for any special attention from you. I'm thankful you had me, but that's it. I especially hate it when you interfere in my private life.
Interfere? I've been worried about you living alone. What's wrong with that?
You've been sending me annoying texts every week. The only thing I like about you is that you send me money every once in a while. Haha. Not even Dad can deal with all of your anxiety issues. Did you know that?
I know he doesn't love me in that way anymore, but your father and I decided to stay together until you got married. So please invite me to your wedding.
Stop it! Your persistence is annoying. It's really bothering me. I'm getting married, so now you can get divorced.
That's too cruel, Layla.
Can I go now? I've got things to do. I'll be happy as long as Dad shows up. Bye.
A few hours later.
Hey, Maria. I heard you've been texting Layla a lot recently.
Liam, why didn't you tell me about her wedding? I'm her mother.
There was nothing I could do about it. She asked me not to tell you. She doesn't want you there. What could I do?
I don't understand why she said that.
Well, she's the bride. She and her husband get to decide, right? It's best to respect her wishes. Why don't you just forget about it?
Why am I being treated like this?
Give me a break. Why don't you accept her decisions?
I'm trying hard to respect whatever she decides, but I want to be there as her mother. I raised her with lots of love, and I'm not invited? That's not fair.
Stop. Just stop. What can I do? It's her decision. I don't even want to be there as a couple. For all our sakes, please don't come.
Do you really know what you're saying? What the hell is wrong with you? How dare you even say something like that to me? I know neither of you love me. I'm not stupid, but I just want to see her happy on her wedding day.
Fine, all right.
Do you really understand how I feel? Can you talk to her for me? Please explain.
I guess I didn't introduce her to you. That's my new wife. Layla thinks she's great. You're not invited to our family events anymore.
You're such a jackass.
Whoa, did you just call me a jackass? You have a lot of guts insulting your husband like that, huh?
Husband? What the hell are you talking about? Tell me about it. When I was about to leave, she saw me and I told her everything. She was horrified and said she'd walk out with me. What? Did she already leave? Yes, she's with me. We're having lunch at a nice cafe right now. I'm so happy to be spending time with her like this again. In a way, you made it happen. Thanks. Hold on. This is not good. Mom, please bring her back here. She's not going back. She said she would never accept you as a daughter-in-law. She's already texted her husband and son about how she feels about you. Huh? How could you do that to me? If my wedding is ruined, it's all your fault. Oh, well, it's not my problem. You deserve all of this, don't you think? It'll be good for the groom to know who you really are. That's not good at all. Wait, oh my God, Peter just texted me and wants to cancel the wedding. He and his dad are leaving now. Mom, are you listening to me? What should I do? Missed call. Hey, do something for me. Are you still there? Mom! After the call, Peter and his father left the hall, and the wedding was canceled. The whole story spread like a wildfire, and the guests were put off by it. All the guests went home without leaving their wedding gifts. As it was too late to cancel, Layla and her father had to pay for the entire wedding at the end, and I'm thinking about demanding alimony from my ex-husband.
Hey, Jane. You'll still have Kathy's phone, right? I can't open the door to my place. Any idea what's going on? Hey, how come my daddy's here? He just showed up out of the blue and threw me into his car. Hi. Is this Jane? Yeah. When I couldn't open the door, my dad grabbed... In that case, you should expect some kind of lawsuit from her as well. No way! Another thing is that you've spent some of my sister's money she saved before marriage. You'll have to pay it back for sure. Hey, wait! Kathy should explain things to me in person. It's not fair that Kathy makes you do everything and she hides from me.
Just in case, I want to remind you of something. I'm a lawyer.
Huh?
I've officially been retained as my sister's lawyer to handle this matter.
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
We've been communicating online about the whole thing, but the official procedure is being handled separately. In any event, I'll be visiting your parents' home as legal counsel sometime soon. See you then.
Are you serious?
The total amount of the claim against my husband is easily over $100,000. On top of that, his lover, who didn't know he was married, has also made a claim. Of course, I've claimed the total amount in one payment. When my husband was told the total amount, he cried so loudly the whole neighborhood could hear. And then his parents refused to help him and they broke up with him. I'm not sure why, but apparently he got fired from his job. His next employer provided accommodations for him to help him pay off his debt. I also hear he tried to skip out on his debt and now he's disappeared. And he's gone missing ever since. So, I'm already a single mother. I get support from my in-laws as well as my sister. Thanks to their help, I have a good and healthy life with my child today.
Feast. Mary, it's me, your dad. You're coming home today, right? It's already been an hour since you said you arrived. Mary, is everything okay with you guys? If you see this, please reply. I will text Travis now. Okay. I found where Mary is.
She got into an accident in Seattle and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. I'm on my way there right now. But why Seattle? It's a long way from your place. It's also in the wrong direction from Portland. Anyway, my wife and I are heading to Seattle now. Please head there as soon as you get this message. Dad, I'm safe. Mary. Dad, you're heading this way now, right? Oh, I'm driving with Mom right now. But your life is not in danger, right? Yeah, somehow. But I've broken my leg, so I'll need to stay in the hospital. But the driver of the other car took the appropriate action. He's treating me with sincerity, so please don't raise your voice when you talk to him. I understand. Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Well, I better get going. Mary, I want to ask you some questions when I get there. Yeah, I know. I understand. Drive safe, Dad. The reason he went to the trouble of leaving Mary behind was Travis's girlfriend's idea. She had a one-sided view of Mary as a rival. As a result, she stole Travis and planned to leave Mary in Seattle. Mary demanded a reasonable amount of compensation from both of them. When Travis's girlfriend learned about what happened to Mary, she was shocked that her prank had gone too far. She quickly accepted the payment and the restraining order. She has been very busy with more work. And Travis. His father threw him into a company run by an acquaintance, and he also took on several part-time jobs. He's now under 24-hour surveillance, working daily to pay off his debts.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.